So I see these clips of all these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man tell you young men out there from experience. 3 different marriages, 10 different kids, 7 of them step. You get nothing out of being a provider or a protector. Nothing. Insults, ridicule, abandonment, that's all that awaits you. People won't even remember all the sacrifices that you made, financially, physically, or in any way. They won't even care. So young man, save yourself. Focus on yourself. Put your money in your pocket. Worry about your own survival because nobody else will.
Alright, what's going on YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video with TC. Now look, in today's video, bro, we're going to be breaking this down, bro. A lot of men need to understand this and really realize this, bro, because it's getting to a point where, you know, in society, what y'all got to realize is men don't have an opinion when it comes to women. And this is what y'all have to realize because, see, Shira will get up here, give women advice, and women will say, oh, she's talking from experience. She doesn't hate men. But this man, 3 and done, 10 kids, 3 of them his, 7 step. See what I'm saying? Bruh, numbers like that don't lie. You see what I'm saying? The average human, literally, you're only gonna get about 3 or 4 relationships. Unless you just, I'm talking about like relationships, not sexual partners. Serious relationships, the average human is gonna go through 3 or 4 relationships their whole entire life. See what I'm saying? So if he said, spin the wheel, I'm gonna pick three different women. All right, this one didn't work out. All right, cool. You know what I mean? He didn't be bitter about it. He wasn't bitter. He just said, okay, cool, this next one, cool. You know what I mean? Let's see what she hitting on. She got kids too. This gonna be a blast. Yay. Try that out. Slump. 3rd time's the charm. This might be my soulmate, as they say. 3rd time's the charm. Tried her out, slump. Didn't get nothing back. There's no lottery exchange. There's no prize for being a provider, bro. You know, and this is me saying this at 29, bro. A wise man, the most wise man in the world that you see, bro, is always going to be who? The man who learns from other people's mistakes. Sometimes in life, you don't have to make mistakes yourself to see the consequences of actions. Now, you know, one can say, oh, well, you know, I could be a provider. You never know, it might turn out good for me. Statistics, if you're a betting man and a gambling man and a businessman, statistics are not in your favor. You have to ask yourself realistic questions when it comes to marriage and not living a fairy tale. So, like, when you are in a position where you could be like, you know, it could work out from, you know, people like to get these asinine examples, but just realistically, bro, like if 70 people, you know, got married and, you know, let's say 50 of them got a divorce, or let's say 70 people got a new car, you know, and this new car dealership, they selling, you know, lemon lock cars, you know, bad cars. If 50 of those people got into car accidents within the next 3 months of them buying the car, you probably gonna be like, okay, nah, this is not the dealership for me. The problem is, like I say, men don't have an opinion. You have a man coming here telling you his experiences, telling you his mistakes, so he doesn't make them. He accepted the single mom. He accepted the high standards of the single mom. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and step up for you and your kids. I'm gonna step up for you and your kids. What did that get him in the end? In his words. This is not even just a video like don't date single moms. It's cool. If you want to date a single mom, date a single mom. But as a man, you must understand the gamble, the loss of revenue, and the end result that you're gonna get with any situation you walk in. It doesn't matter if it's a woman, it doesn't matter if it's a job, it doesn't matter if it's a different career path. You just must know those three things when you're going into situations that you're dealing with, bro. This is what it is. A lot of times in life, man, you're gonna be gaslit. This is what y'all gotta understand. Now, you must understand that any man that speaks against women, they're gonna say that he hates them. Most times what I've learned, bro, over my years, right? If you have an opinion on what women do, they're not gonna like you. But women have an opinion on everything that men do. Literally. So they want to be the alphas, and they want you to sit back and shut up. Oh, I need a man that can watch me thrive and turn up, sit back, watch me go out with my friends, and show me he's not insecure. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. See, the thing is, bro, when it comes to not being insecure in a relationship, what a lot of women won't tell you is their man probably wasn't insecure until she did something. So what a lot of women won't tell you about that insecure talk is, you know, I'll speak from personal experience, right? I've never been dating here in Belgium and just overall in life. I've never been the type that I don't want a woman to go out and have fun, right? If I'm trusting you. Once you tell me you've done something crazy, like let men buy you drinks, entertain men's conversations, once it gets past the, I'm just having fun with my friends, we're just dancing, once it gets to the, oh, men are buying us drinks, oh, men are, who's going to trust you from then on? You're entertaining other men. You see what I'm saying? But like, that's more so like a stateside problem. For the most part, you're not really going to run into that overseas. Sometimes in the States, you don't run into that, but that's the only time most men I feel like get insecure. When they know their girl is thirsty, or they know their girl is running with thirsty company. See what I'm saying? Or aggressive company. It is what it is, bro. Y'all could say, oh, that's my whole friend, that's not me. But women, what have we learned over the years? Women can't think for themselves, bro. Women move in packs. It just is what it is. It's a fact of life. You can love it, hate it, love me, hate me. It is what it is. I didn't create women. You see what I'm saying? Y'all gotta wake up to this, bro, because a lot of men, like I say, are waking up. You gotta think. Realistically, right now in today's times, what does it benefit you having a kid? Ask yourself that. What does it benefit me to have a kid? We've sat around in society for so long and came to the conclusion and let women raise their standards through the roof while men have kept their standards below the ground. See, it was a time back in the day where if a man was living at home with his family after 25, after 20, after he was a bum. Still to this day, a woman will call you a bum if you're living in your parents' house. But a woman will be living in her parents' house. And they will say, oh, I don't have to get it out the mud. I don't have to, you mad because you can't live at home. Since when did not making something of yourself and having your parents as a shield become a thing? See, it became a thing because there's always an excuse for a woman. That's how it became a thing. A lot of women won't tell you their parents are paying their bills, but their standards are through here. Oh, my dad did this. My dad did this. I need a man that's gonna do this. That's very fine and dandy, bro. I will never chatinize a woman's standards, but make sure you're meeting something on that standard list. Make sure what you're requiring, you can also produce. Make sure what you're requiring, you can produce. Because realistically, y'all wouldn't take a man serious if he said, y'all want me a bad one, something loyal, something solid, and he's broke. It is what it is. And y'all men shouldn't settle for less. Like I said, it's not gonna benefit you anything to have a kid right now. It's not gonna benefit you anything to get married right now. It's just no benefit, man. Most people, man, if you just go down a man's relationship history, whether the woman lies or not, men don't leave. So when women be like, oh, I'm a leaver, I'm a catcher, I'm a receiver, whatever the case may be, women are going crazy on TikTok. Men don't leave. So it's not a flex to say that you're a leaver. Be a stayer. But most of them, like I say, women cannot stay in a relationship through tough times. If you don't take nothing from this video, when they say girls just want to have fun, apply that to everything. Apply that to every aspect of life. Whenever you think this is why Kevin Samuels said it the best. Never go to a woman with your problems. Because girls just want to have fun. Bro, she don't know how to solve a problem. She didn't have a pops. Her pops don't even know how to problem solve. Her pops don't even have bread for real. So how can she manage your finances when her pops don't even have money? She's gonna finesse you. How can she be a good wife to you when she lied to you and told you that her ex was an abuser and you didn't even hit it? You didn't even think, let me hit his phone. Let me see what really happened. You just going with her side of the story. So the same thing is gonna happen to you. The same exact thing. Like I said, you go down men's relationship history, and most men in this society, everybody's serial dating. Like I told you, the dating market move very fast. So if everybody's serial dating, you gotta ask yourself this question, right? And I'm not saying serial dating in a bad way. It is what it is. Like, people are fast-paced dating. Let me say that, fast-paced. Like, a woman will leave a relationship 3 months, a 3-month relationship, be in something else real fast. Waiting. You see what I'm saying? You go down a man's relationship history. Like I said, a woman, 9 times out of 10 is going to be a woman that did him dirty and left him. That's not a horrible thing, but that is not a character trait that can automatically just become a wife. You can be gaslit if you want. You can be gaslit if you want. But realistically, women need you, bro. Like, women need you. Most men, bro, when they're alone, what are they doing? Chilling. Women literally fall apart when they're alone. I'm talking about, like, not, oh, I'm living with my family, but I'm single. I'm talking about when women are really alone, like living alone, bro, they fall apart. They fall apart. They cannot take that. Women need you more than you need them, bro. That's why I be trying to tell me, like, you really are the prize, bro. Like, and it's not even on, it's really no comp. It shouldn't be a comp. The reason it's a comp, because let me tell you why. Women think they're the prize, right? Let me tell you exactly why. Because they didn't have fathers growing up. They go to college and get their degrees and become independent of men. Now they think, oh, I could do what a man could do. So why do you need somebody to provide for you? I guarantee you all 3 of those women that he was taking care of had college degrees. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You cannot beat the facts. And it's to a point where there's so much propaganda, and there's so much decenter men, when really men need to decenter women. Because what does a woman really bring to your life in this generation? You gotta sit down and ask yourself. Now, yeah, when you're young and you just busting them down, that's cool. That's great. That's fine. That's dandy. But when you just ask yourself, okay, the last 5 women that you had sex with, who's cooked you a meal? Who's cleaned your house? Who's, washed your clothes, bro? Now, most women hearing this, you have to think of a woman that's not meant to be a wife. Most women hearing this to say, oh, that's a basic human necessity. You're supposed to know how to do that. But being an adult is a basic human necessity too. Like, you're supposed to know how to pay your own bills. But women feel independent when they pay their own bills. See what I'm saying? They feel independent when they pay their own bills. And don't even get me started with women's attraction. That's a whole other subject for a different video. Because a lot of y'all think that a lot of women are narcissists, bro. So a lot of y'all be like, oh, women like hood dudes. Let me turn into a hood dude. A woman like hood dudes because she's attracted to herself. She's attracted to the character traits. She can't control her emotions, so she needs somebody who can't control their emotions. Oh, my man gonna come and kill you right now. Who wants to be around somebody like that? Think of the mindset you gotta have to actually say, yeah, I want my man to be in a gang. And these are the women that y'all are trying to pursue, have kids with, get married to. These are the women that y'all are trying to pursue for your future. Oh, a woman that get 30. Yeah, I used to like hood dudes. Now I need something serious. These are the things that y'all are settling for. Bro, a woman would never, if a woman was a man, she would never settle for the shit that y'all are settling for. If a woman was a man, typically she wouldn't even date herself. She would not date herself, bro. Living at home. No apartment of your own. And I'm not saying that's the worst thing. I'm just saying if a woman was living at home, she would not. If a woman was in a man's shoes, she wouldn't date herself. These are the things that y'all are settling for. Clean it up. Clean it up fast. Like I said, there's no benefit for you getting married or having kids. Don't let a woman convince you otherwise. You seen this guy right here. Having kids, child support, slum. Everything that you can do in this world will put you at the mercy of a woman. A lot of men are broke behind the mercy of a woman. Behind kids, marriage, alimony, divorce, all of that. Everything you could do in life is at the mercy of a woman. I'm not saying don't have kids. But at this point in time, it's about leverage. And now what we see in life is this. Women typically don't know how to act when they have leverage over you. This goes for looks. This is why you see women lose weight in a relationship and leave their husband. This goes for jobs. This is why you see women make more money. When they make more money than their husband, they treat them like trash. Career. A woman gets a better career while she's in a relationship. She's ready to upgrade. And this also goes for marriage and kids. A woman secures the marriage, secures I get 50%. I'm not cooking no more. I'm not cleaning no more. If you don't believe that, talk to an older man. Guarantee, a man that's been married for a long amount of time, let's say he gets out of his marriage and gets a girlfriend, he's never getting married again. Ever. He would never get married again, bro. I can guarantee you that. That's a fact. Unless he's just ready to go do the ride again. But if he's a logical man, bro, he's not getting married again, bro. I know a couple. They're not getting married again, bro. They not. They not, I promise. But that's the end of this video, man. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't be fooled. Don't be the provider. The provider always gets cheated on. I'm going to pin the link. If y'all stayed this long, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to pin the link to this TikTok so y'all men can educate yourselves and go look at the comments and just see what other men have experienced, bro. Look, experience is the greatest teacher. But like I said, a wise man, bro, is going to learn from other men. This is not for you to hate women. This is for you to learn yourself, learn what can happen, and move smart.
Okay, bye.